So I started out this show introducing my fellow panel members and fellow contributors here, and I referred to Ashley as the Aaron Brockovich of the Fulton County DA Fani Willis fiasco. Of course, that's in reference to the prosecution that she brought against President Donald Trump and many others, charging violations of Georgia's RICO law and other things. Well, it turns out that Willis has now spoken out publicly about the recent opinion by the Georgia Supreme Court. They're ruling to leave the decision of the Georgia Court of Appeals that booted her from this case, to leave that in place. Not only did it boot Willis from the case, but it booted her entire office from the case. So now we have an indictment presently without a prosecutor. So you may not be surprised to learn that her comments, now that she's spoken out, are, in my view, outrageous, and she's blaming everyone but herself for her case's spectacular implosion. Here's what she said. I think judges are human beings. We're living in a culture of fear, and it did not surprise me. She goes on to say there are many members of that court, the Supreme Court, I'm very fond of, but they're human beings. They have families, and I'm sure they were afraid to do anything other than that, referring to their ruling that keeps her off the case. So basically, she's saying the judges are afraid. It appears to me that she means to say judges are afraid to rule against President Trump because they're somehow afraid of President Trump. Never mind the trial court judge who found that her testimony was fraught with the odor of mendacity. And of course, that means the odor of untruthfulness. He didn't believe her when she testified. So there's always somebody else to blame. It's never her fault. And that's why this entire, fiasco is going to go down in history as just a giant internet meme. There's lots of them out there. There's a meme that I see every day, whether it's a picture or a video, which represents this spectacular fiasco in the annals of American jurisprudence.